Jeff Bezos is one-of-a-kind personality who doesn't need any introduction. From east to west and everywhere around the globe, people are very well introduced to Jeff Bezos and his ever-growing business Amazon. Who thought that the child who was interested in learning how things work in engineering will build a net worth of $181 billion and hit the list of richest personalities in the world? Though Jeff Bezos didn't come from a well-to-do household, he has made a huge empire that's running many households all around the world, and all credits genuinely go to him and his dedication and courage in building Amazon.com. For a fact, Bezos was born to teen parents where his mother was 17 and his father 18 years old. His first job experience in his career was from his maternal grandparents' ranch in Cotulla, Texas. Bezos has come this far with only one mantra, and that is, "I didn't think I'd regret trying and failing, and I suspected I would always be haunted by a decision to not try at all." This is not it. Jeff Bezos' biography has a lot to say and inspire. Well, do you want to know everything about the Amazon CEO? If yes, then you're just on the right video. Hey guys, welcome to another informative video on our channel. In this video today, we'll be learning about the life struggles and success story of Jeff Bezos. But before we start, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us. Jeffrey Preston Bezos, famously known as Jeff Bezos, born on January 12, 1964 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, United States, who's an American entrepreneur who founded and led Amazon.com Inc., an online retailer of books and eventually a wide range of merchandise. Amazon successfully managed to reach new heights only under Jeff Bezos' leadership. With that being said, let's take a look at Jeff Bezos' life. Bezos was born to Jacqueline and Ted Jorgensen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Jeff's mother gave birth to him when she was just 17 years old and still a high school student, whereas Ted, who's Bezos' biological father, had a bike business in the city as a teenager. However, the two ended up in a quick divorce in 1965 and parted ways. Jacqueline, Bezos' mother, then met Miguel Mike Bezos and fell in love with him and relocated to Houston with Bezos and requested him to adopt Jeff. After Mike Bezos agreed to do so, he adopted and named Jeff after him, including giving him his surname. When Mike immigrated to the United States, he hailed from a Cuban immigrant family and worked for Exxon as an engineer. Also, he was rich enough to run a family on his own and look at his children's education. For a fact, Jeff Bezos' parents played a major role in helping Bezos with his idea of Amazon. We'll also talk about it later in this video. Early years in professional life. Jeff Bezos was academically a very studious and creative person. He has spent most of his time learning about scientific interests and technological proficiency. Hence, as a result of his interest, he founded the Dream Institute, a center that encouraged young students to think creatively while still in high school. Growing and learning, Jeff Bezos worked for a variety of positions after graduating summa cum laude from Princeton University in 1986 with degrees in electrical engineering and computer science before joining the New York investment bank D.E. Shaw & Company in 1990. Being an actively creative person, Bezos subsequently managed to get a raise and was promoted to senior vice president, becoming the firm's youngest position, and it was in charge of researching internet investment opportunities. Indeed, the position Jeff Bezos was at is the dream of many individuals out there. His business imagination was ignited by its huge potential. Web usage was rising at a rate of more than 2,000% per year. This is of the time when the internet was not even a thing. However, he later left D.E. Shaw in 1994 to create a virtual bookstore in Seattle, Washington, and following began creating the site's software from his garage with a small team of employees. Bezos' lifetime achievement, Amazon, was named after a river in South Africa where it sold its first book in July 1995. The birth and rise of Amazon.com. Amazon rose quickly to the top of the e-commerce world and considerably was the first and foremost e-commerce platform to seal customer deals. Speaking of Amazon's specifications and interface, it was user-friendly and open 24 hours a day, facilitating visitors to post their own book reviews and providing discounts, personalized recommendations, and searches for out-of-print books. This is nothing but a marketing strategy used by the platform back in time. But what did it sell at first? Alright, so the platform began selling CDs in June 1998, adding videotapes to the list. A year later, the Amazon CEO had other plans in mind and very well single-handedly managed to execute them. He expanded the site's functionality by adding auction and investing in other virtual retailers, resulting in Amazon's success prompting other merchants, including large book chains, to open online stores. And additional businesses competed for internet money. Jeff Bezos realized the need to diversify, and by 2005, Amazon was one of the many sites selling a wide range of products, including consumer electronics, fashion, and hardware. In 2006, Amazon gave birth to AWS, which added to its diversification. AWS, a cloud computing business that grew to become the world's largest platform. Development and innovations were rapid for Amazon, as in 2007, the platform that introduced a Kindle that allowed customers to purchase, download, read, and store a large number of books on demand. 3 years later, Amazon reported that Kindle book sales had overtaken hardback book sales. Jeff Bezos and the team thereafter began producing its own television shows and films in the same year. As a result, Amazon's annual net sales grew from $510,000 in 1995 to $600 million in 1998, and from $19.1 billion in 2008 to nearly $233 billion in 2018. Whereas AWS accounted for over half of the company's operating income in 2018. Despite big turnovers, the company made record profits 2 years later, and its revenue for the fourth quarter for that year reached $100 billion for the first time. Meanwhile, the staggering figures were fueled in part by an increase in home buying during the COVID-19 pandemic. Besides, the Amazon CEO shocked the world by announcing his idea of stepping down as the CEO in early 2021, and he did so. But he intends to remain as executive chairman of Amazon. Concluding Amazon's success, the company is running and operating at a great speed, and more effective results will be seen in the near future. Jeff Bezos' investments in operations. Jeff Bezos launched Blue Origin, a spaceflight firm, in 2000. Soon after, Blue Origin purchased a launch site in Texas and announced plans to launch the New Shepard crewed suborbital spacecraft in 2018 and the New Glenn orbital launch vehicle in 2020, where in 2013, Bezos paid $250 million for the Washington Post and its related properties. Bezos' net worth was estimated to be $112 billion in 2018, making him the richest person on the planet. Jeff Bezos' private life. Starting with Jeff Bezos' love life, he married Mackenzie Tuttle, whom he met at D.E. Shaw in 1993. However, their marriage didn't last long, as the couple announced a divorce in January 2019, and the National Enquirer published a report the next day stating that Bezos was having an affair with another lady. Following that, Bezos initiated an investigation to how the tabloid obtained his personal text messages. Reacting to the claims in February, Bezos wrote a long essay accusing officials at American Media Inc., the Enquirer's parent company, of extortion and bribery for threatening to disclose nude images of Bezos if he didn't cease his investigation, among other demands. Factually, the texts were later said to have been leaked by his lover's brother, according to the Bezos-led inquiry. Achievements and awards. There's a lot on the award shelf of Jeff Bezos. In 2008, Carnegie Mellon University bestowed upon Bezos an honorary doctorate in science and technology. In addition, he was also named one of America's best leaders by U.S. News & World Report. For the Amazon Kindle, Bezos and Greg Sayre received an Innovation Award from The Economist in 2011. Fortune honored him Business Person of the Year that following year. Moreover, the National Retail Federation recognized Amazon as the top retailer of the year in December 2012 and presented him with a Gold Medal Award, which is granted to an individual who has distinguished themselves in the sector. This was all about it. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more exciting content. See you in the next video.